Hey everybody, it's Jason.
And I'm Katie.
And we are the Board Game Mechanics. And today, we're going to take a look at a game called Merchants of the Dark Road.
Merchants of the Dark Road is a game for 1 to 4 players from Elf Creek Games, and the designer is Brian Shure, or Shure. I'm not sure.
What I always say is, I'm sure I didn't say that right. I apologize.
Brian, you're welcome to correct
Just
me.
blanket statement.
At any point.
If we had to say names, even if Katie says it, just assume I say it and it's wrong. So there you go.
But I'll be happy to respond to someone who helps me with the pronunciation. Merchants of the Dark Road is a game where you are a merchant. And you're going around, I know. I gave it away at the title. You're going to take your caravan. And do we have a picture of the caravan?
I have a player board of a caravan.
I mean, I guess we don't have to show it now. That's components. Spoiler.
Caravan.
Take your caravan.
Not this one. There's a little one, but it represents that.
Around your city, you're collecting supplies to go to trade with. You are helping passengers.
Heroes.
Oh, I thought they're
called heroes.
I thought they were hitchhikers.
They're hitchhiking, but they're heroes, yeah.
People who need a ride. And then you can go take them to the city that needs trading that, isn't it like the queen or some kind of royalty to fulfill the contract?
Queen's Commission.
The Queen's Commission, yeah. Or dropping off your hitchhikers at various...
Heroes.
Oh, heroes.
You're the one who's all about theme.
Heroes who are hitchhiking to... various cities. You can go by a light path or the dark road.
Hence the name.
Merchants of the Dark Road. Okay, so after that convoluted explanation, let's take you to the table to see what it actually looks like in play mode.
Come on, play the game.
All right, so here's a game of Merchants of the Dark Road, all set up for 2 players. So to set up, you're going to assemble the board, which I've done here. Then you're going to sort out the Queen's Commissions by type. There's 6 different cities. They're all going to get sorted and shuffled. You're going to shuffle these gold cards here, and you're going to flip 2. You're going to give each player 1 to start. You're going to put your carriage on the starting space here. You're going to set up the market wheel. You're going to randomly roll 1 and adjust that to the 5, and then put 1 all the way around, leaving this one empty. You're going to take the starting heroes, which have a star on the back, give each player 1 randomly. Shuffle the rest of them up, put 4 here. With your hero that you get randomly is also going to give you a bonus, so I'm going to get an extra gold card, and they're going to get some quartz. And then you're going to pick 4 random illuminated buildings, so I've done that. And we have the Oracle, we have Yeld's Workshop, we have the Blazing Quartz Mine, and we have Lantern Works. I don't know how to say the names. And you're going to put the Black Market token here, you're going to put the Ruin space there, and you're going to put all of the, what are those called? Good Fortune bonuses down here, and a 5 coin, because that's, someone can take a 5 coin one time. All right, and then you're going to shuffle off some other stuff I have off to the side. There's going to be some companions for when we travel. We'll get to that. There's going to be the Dark Road and the Shortcut Road, some travel dice that we're going to be using, and all of the goods are off to the side. All right, now, each player is also going to get $5 to start, a steed, which we've randomly done here, and then based on turn order you're going to get a good. So this player's first player, so they got a 5 good. That player's second player, they get a 4 good, which is a staff plus $1, so they have $6. And now we're ready to go. Oh, each player's also going to get 7 dice and 1 illuminated die. You're going to roll 4 of them, put them in your wheel, roll your illuminated die, put it here, and then set a 1, 2, and a 3 in these spaces. Now that's set up. Let's get to the gameplay. All right, so now let's do some gameplay. I'm not going to give you all the rules up front. I'm just going to talk about the actions as I take them. So I'm probably not going to take learn how to talk optimal actions. I'm just going to take actions so you can see what they're all going to do. So we'll start with this player. This player is going to, I think I want to get a commission for Curse Cairn. So I need to be able to move 1 or 2 spaces. So let's do, what else? I don't want that. Yeah, so I'll take this one, a number 1. Now, When you bump this die out, this is the action that I'm going to take, all right? And then based on the die that I slide in here, so a filled in single space, that's going to determine the good that I get from the market. I don't have to pay for it, I just get it. So I get a gun. When you take a good, it has to go into your carriage, white side up unless you have an upgraded ability, and then it'll come in with the gold side up so you know that it's fancier, because gold equals fancier. All right, so that's what I did. I brought in a die, moved this one up. The die face that you're sliding in only matters in this space. Other than that, doesn't matter. Now, the dice that you boot out is going to determine how much your carriage can move. You always have to move that amount, plus, minus 1 or plus 1 for every horseshoe that I have. I don't have any of those, so I'm just going to move 1. So I'm going to take my red one, move here. Now, because I used the night die, I can use one of these two actions. If I use my illuminated die as well, which we'll get to, I can use both of these plus the bonus building that's in that intersection. All right. So let's go. I think I'm going to take my die and I'm going to go here and I'm going to take a commission for Curse Cairn. The whole reason I took the gun, put it right there. You can hold 3 commissions, 3 heroes. And that's my turn. So I take my die. It just hangs out on the side of the board for now. And I'm done. All right. This player's turn. What do they want to do? I want to show you something different. So they're going to actually, they can't stay put. So let's do, I'll have them move 2. So let's do this one, bringing it up, bumping this out. Now, because they use this die, it represents this space, they have an option. They can get a lantern or they can load up their illuminated die. I think I want to do that. So they're going to bring that up here. Now, couple things happen now. I can choose if I want to move 4 or if I want to move 2. So let's do that first, and then we'll get to the rest of it. So I think I want to move 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have staff. I have a staff. I can get a book and a gun. I'll move 2. 1, 2. All right. Now that I move 2, and I have these 2 dice, I can activate both of these buildings. So let's get a commission first. We're going to wind glass. So I want to get a commission for wind glass. So let's take this up here, get a commission for wind glass. Take this one, sure, because I have a staff. That's good. All right, now I can also activate this over here. And I don't want to travel yet. So I'm going to activate the ruins. And that will let me get some goods. I can move 2 spaces. 4, ooh, that's perfect. So I'll move 2 spaces and I get an upgraded armor or potion. And I'm going to take a potion because I need a potion. So upgraded means golden side. And this moves 1 plus 1 for every hero. I have 1 hero. Over in this location, you can also travel, but I don't want to do that yet. And because I use my illuminated die, I can come to this building and get a quartz. So I now have another quartz because it's adjacent. This is the building for this space right here. All right, and that is that turn. Okay, now back to me. Let me take these dice off so I don't know, so I don't get confused here. All right, now it's back to me, and I want to. I need a book. I need a book. So 1, 2, 3. I need to move 3. All right, so I'm going to bump this one up here. This action either gives you 2 coins or lets you rotate the market. I don't want to rotate the market right now, so I'm going to take 2 coins. And I'll put that down here. You probably can't see that, but I have 7 coins. Again, there'll be a player screen that shows all this. I just don't have that set up because it gets in the way for this. And then I'm going to move 3. So 1, 2, 3. And I can do one of these actions. And I think I'm going to do this one. Now, I want to get a book. So I'm going to move 1, 2, 3. It costs 1 coin for each of these spaces. So I have to pay 3 coins. That was expensive, but that's fine. 1, 2, okay. And then I'm going to get a book and a staff. Non-upgraded. So book, staff. All right, and that's my turn. Back to this player. I think this player wants to travel, so you can see that. So let's do, they're going to bump this one up because they want to get a lantern. They don't have illuminated die loaded, so they can't take that action, so they get a lantern. They can move one space. They'll move right here. And they are going to use their die to travel. That's the second space. Now, traveling. You have a couple options. You can take the shortcut if you have 3 lanterns to spend, which they do not. Or you can take the dark road, which is what they're going to do. So when you decide what you're going to do, you're going to pick the card. Then you're going to ask everybody else if they want to go with you. But first they have to declare a location. And they're going to go to Windglass. So they can ask anybody else if they want to go. Anybody that goes with them can deliver to Windglass or the other green one, which is Farglen. Or you can just go and not deliver anything to try to get a bonus. And I think that's what we'll do. So this player is going to go. Now what that means is they're going to be rolling a die. They're going to be rolling a die. And depending on the companion that they take, they may get another die, and they will. They'll take the Phoenix here. So they now have a Phoenix that's in their play area. What the companions do is you can spend quartz to get bonuses. And now, since they have a couple quartz, that's good for them. All right, so there's 3 dice in play. We're going to flip this card. And we're going to roll. So we have a 4 and 2 5s. All right, now, a couple things here. Starting with the player whose turn it is, in a non-shortcut path, they get to take a die and collect the bonus. Or if you don't like any of that, you can spend a lantern to re-roll to try to get something better. But all these are good, so that's fine. And I think they need a gun, but they can't get a gun. So they're just going to take the 5, and they will take a loot instrument. All right, and then I will take a 4, and I'll take an instrument as well. All right, so because I'm traveling along, I get the bonus, the benefit of taking the card, something as well. All right, so that's that. Bring in a new, we slide down the companions, we bring in a new one. The last companion gets a travel die put on it as motivation to take it. All right, then this card can go away. All right, now we're going to travel. We're starting with the player whose turn it is. They're going to deliver anything they can to Windglass. Now, in order to deliver a commission, you have to have at least one thing, and we'll get to that. So the first thing we're going to do is deliver the hero. When you deliver a hero to Windglass, you get 2 points, which are up here for a hero. Then you just take them and you put them in your play area. Then, commissions. Now, I have a staff and an upgraded potion. So we're going to look over here to see how many points we get. For 2 goods, you get 3. If one of them is upgraded, you get an extra point. So they get 4 points. Then these go away. And then this just goes down here. And now, because they were the expedition leader, the travel leader, they get to claim one of these good fortune items. You can get an illuminated die, meaning take it from the supply and roll it in. You can get one of these new bonuses over here, which will give you 2 points, any good, and a horseshoe. You can take 3 coins, or you can take any of these bonuses. I think they want the illuminated die, so they're going to roll that in, because that is a little bit more beneficial. All right, and that comes back down. All right. I don't have anything to deliver. I can't deliver anything to green. I don't have any of those people, so I just went along to try to get a bonus. So that's what I did. All right, now we will come back to this player. This player still has their illuminated die. I think they're going to use it. So they'll go boom, boom, move that. They will send their carriage 2, 1, 2, and now they're going to take the action. So they get to do this and this plus this. Okay, so let's do this one first. They get an upgraded good. So they're going to upgrade the book. They want to upgrade something that they're going to deliver because that's helpful. All right. Now they're going to go shopping. They can rotate the wheel once. What do they want? I have everything I need for this. I'd like to get another person. Let's go into Curse Cairn. So I'd have that. I need a staff. I need another book. So let's take a book. So I'll rotate this one. I'm going to slide this. Hang on, I need to make sure I have enough room here. It's a puzzle. I need 2 books. Space for 2 books. All right, I think I can make that work. Maybe. I don't know. I'm real bad at this. I'm real bad at the puzzle. Let's do this. This. So I need a book. Book. All right, well, I'm only going to buy one book, so that's fine. But I'm going to make this a book. And I get to pay 1 coin, and I get 2 books. You buy one, you get one for free, but I'm only going to take 1 because I'd have to discard another one. Unless I mess up the puzzle, either way, that's fine. Not a huge deal. I only need the book, and you'll see why in a minute. And then the ones that I spent, and I had to pay a buck for that, so I'll spend a buck. Then the ones that I used, I'll roll, and they will go back over here. And now I can also take a commission, and I'm going to take another wind glass. Nope. Do I want a curse Karen commission? Oh, I also get a lantern for doing that. I forgot to do the lantern there. So a lantern. Do I want another curse Karen? Yeah, I might as well. I'll take it. Try to deliver as much as I can. All right, and that was that. So I used this for that, and I used the, one for here, plus that one. So there's my actions. All right, done. Now it's back to the other player's turn, and they're going to get a hero, I think. So they're going to just move this one. What do they want to slide in? They're going to try to get something that needs a guitar. So they're going to try to get a gun or a potion. What's a potion? So they'll slide in the 2 because that'll let them make a potion. So they'll make a potion. Okay. They're going to move 1 space. They'll move right here. They're going to use their die to come over here. And then they're going to recruit a person. They're going to recruit this guy. Or Orna, this hero. So they can sell a loot, a weapon, and or some potions to get money. They're going to sell all of it. So both of these, they're going to sell 2 of them. The instrument is $1. The potion is $4. So that gives them $5. So they get $5. And then this character will come down here and go in their carriage and gives them an extra space to hold something. And that's their turn. Done. Back to me. I kind of want to do that same thing. Can I move that far? I don't think I can. I can only move 2. So I need a potion, a book, and a gun. A potion, a staff. I need a potion. So let's do. I have 1 hero. I don't want to do that. Okay, so I'm going to move 1. So let's come in with. I don't need armor. I'll go this way, and I'm going to take a lantern because I don't have an illuminated die to roll in. And I'm going to move 1, which will move me over here. And I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to do this so I can move. Oh, shoot. Sorry, I'm not sure where they were. It doesn't really matter a ton. I'm just showing you how it works. They're going to move 1, 2 spaces. So 1, 2, any upgraded good, which is awesome because that will give me an upgraded one of these. I like that. All right, and then I'm going to spend a lantern to roll the special die. This die is going to give me some other goodies. It's going to give me 1 movement over here, and I'll go up here. I don't think I can take any of that thing. I don't need the guitar, so I'm actually going to get rid of the guitar. I took it till I was going to recruit a guy, but we moved on about that. And I'm going to take an upgraded gun. So I'll take an upgraded gun. All right, and that was that. That was that turn. All right, back to this player. Oh, now, you see, I notice I don't have any dice in my wheel. What happens is, this is the timer of the game. You're going to take a die, remove it from the game. You're going to roll these back in, and they're going to come down here. Once all the dice are no longer in the wheel, you're going to take 3 more actions, and that's the end of the game. This player's going to take 1 more turn, and I think we, kind of got the gist of this. Let's do... What's a 3 make? 3 makes a staff. Where do I want to go, though? Where are they going? Farglin. So let's go. Let's get a book. Can I get a book? 1, 2. That's fine. We're going to bring this in, slide this in. That's a 3. That's going to give me a book. And that will let me move 1, 2, 1, 2. And I can do this or that. Let's do... I'm going to take this. So I'm going to take the Farglin one. Now I have a book to deliver. And I'm also going to use my first power of my companion. I'm going to move this one, which will give me a potion or an armor upgraded. I'm going to take an armor. I could use the other one too. Yeah, I'll use the other one too. So 2 lanterns. All right, and then basically this was done. You just flip it because some of the gold cards will give you points. All right, and that lantern's upside down, but I don't care. All right, this is done. So they would remove a die from the game. They'll re-roll back in. Get these down like that. And that's it. All right, so again, that's how the game works. That is Merchants of the Dark Road. At the end of the game, you're going to... Now, this is the interesting part. I probably need to explain this. So at the end of the game, you are going to look at your money that you have behind your screen and your points on the track. And whichever one is lowest is going to be your base score. All right, so you don't want to get too far ahead on one and not pay attention to the other. So this player has like 11 coins and they have 7 points. So they're going to try to get some more points to balance that out or spend some money. Then you're going to look at your gold cards that are here. And you're going to score points based on what you've done here. So I'm going to get 1 coin per each unique delivery. I haven't made any deliveries yet, but at the end of the game, for every different city I would go to, I could get up to 6 coins. And for each unique different type of animal. So that's why I want to go try to get companions, because I want to get these companions, because I can get 1 point. If I can get 3 points if I get all 3. And that just adds to your score. So if I had 30 was my lowest, I had 30 coins, so that's my score. This will just add straight points to the end. So then you're going to start tracking. Whoever has the most points after all that is the winner. That is how you play Merchants of the Dark Road. Let's go to the top. See what you think about it.
What do you think, son? What do you think?
All right, so I tried to show you how to play the game. I probably did a terrible job. I was 20 minutes in. There's a lot to this game. So
Yes.
You saw quick and dirty bits of everything. I showed you traveling. I showed you collecting commissions, rolling all the dice, buying stuff, getting heroes, all that kind of thing. I didn't really talk about the companions. I didn't talk about the lighted path because I didn't have any lanterns. So what? You saw most of it. That's kind of how it works. So let's talk about the components. Now we have the retail version. We have played the fancy Kickstarter version with amazing components.
It's nice. It's nice.
But again, I don't buy those games.
We don't have it.
So we just have, it's still really nice.
Yeah.
Still really nice. So let's look at some of these components here. So we have a whole bunch of fancy custom dice.
I love these dice.
They're all different pips. They got the travel dice, the illuminated dice, really nice dice.
They're shiny. I like that they're shiny.
These are some of my favorite bits too. There are the goods tiles that are regular, and then when you upgrade them, you drop them, and then you upgrade it to the the golden side.
There you go.
And then you know that it's better because it's shiny and gold. And all of the goods are just like that. And that's the same in the Kickstarter version. Everything I showed you here is the same.
I like these are like little score markers, your little wagons.
Those might be a little bigger in the Kickstarter one. I think they're bigger and nicer, but it doesn't really matter.
I'm glad we don't have the bigger ones because I would just like make them run around all the time.
Some more custom dice, tiles,
Yeah.
just nothing special there.
So there is a lot of production because there's a lot of pieces and moving parts to this game. And honestly, I think that's why I enjoy it so much. If you've watched, other videos or listened to our top 100 anything, I talk a lot about games that have lots of different things going on at once, lots of different parts to manage. And I feel like Merchants of the Dark Road is that. It's am I going to fulfilling Queen's commissions? Do I have those supplies? What about heroes? Who's going to go where I need to go? Is someone else going to travel that I can jump on their caravan for a quick second and then do my own thing? Because you're really trying to maximize, all of the different turns that you've got to get the most points. And you can go, again, a lot of different routes. Not
Best part,
literally and figuratively.
my favorite part of the game is you're trying to balance how many points you're getting in the game with how much money you're getting. Because like I showed in the overview, you get too much of one and not enough of the other one. That really little one's going to be your score because you're getting scored by the lowest of those two. So you're trying to it's like you're trying to keep it even. Not like super completely even, but you don't want to be 50 at one and 10 at the other because that's terrible. So it's a nice balance. So you can't just go deliver a bunch of people and score a bunch of money.
Right.
you got to make sure you're also getting goods and, selling them and scoring some points as well. Yeah.
Which I think is good and competitive, but also very frustrating.
Oh, it's super frustrating. Like, I score 50 points, but I'm only getting 20. What is this?
Yeah. And there's so much balancing in general to that. The dice that are moving up and what you're using in which position and how to get, what do they call them? The special dice, the illuminated die.
Dice, yep.
To have those and to use them at the right time to really make the most of your actions. Like, I think there's just a lot going on in this game. And I've played it several times now, and I still think it's going to take me several more plays to really get to a place where I feel confident at what I'm doing in this game.
Yeah, true. And I've played it one more time than you because I taught some people at Origins. And it's still... I'd never set it up. I'd never taught it. And I was like, man, I really don't understand what's going on in this game. I mean, I knew how to play it, but I didn't know how to express that I knew how to play it and tell other people how to play it. So all that being said, you've played it twice. I've played it 3 times.
Yeah.
Do you feel comfortable giving this a rating?
Sure.
So 7 or higher, accepted seal. Below 7, can still be good. It just doesn't get our fancy approval. It means absolutely nothing. But whatever.
It means nothing. I give this an 8. I think it straddles that nice line between being solidly medium, but with the whispers of heaviness that I like.
Yeah, I think I could probably give it an 8 too. I would go between an 8 and an 8.5, but an 8 makes math easier for what I'm about to do now. So we're both going to give this an 8 on BGG, 8 out of 10. Our scale only goes to 5, so divide that in half. Get the 4 out of 5 wrenches. On our arbitrary wrench scale, that means absolutely nothing, but we like to give it the games that we enjoy. So there we go.
Yeah, so if you like the idea of some contract fulfillment, some pick up and deliver.
Everybody likes pick up and deliver.
Again, multiple paths to victory. Like, I would definitely check out Merchants of the Dark Road. And yes, there's some really awesome, fancy looking copies out there. Sure, if you have the money for that, great. But the retail version is good too and worth checking out.
And it plays the same.
Absolutely.
I mean, you're not going to be missing any gameplay because you don't have the fancy bits. It does look cooler on the table. I will say that. And I'm not even one for that, but it does look cooler on the table.
Money...
the metal money
is
nice.
Is awesome.
Yeah, we got...
it's cool. It's cardboard money.
We got cardboard. It still looks cool.
It doesn't look as cool as it does when it's metal.
Clang, clang when you drop it down. Yeah. So you're putting it behind your screen. You hear clang, clang. You get a lot of money. Yeah.
I know, and I always knock my screen over.
Yeah. So, but either way, great game.
Yes.
I highly recommend.
Definitely check it out.
All right, so that's Merchants of the Dark Road, Elf Creek Games. I'm Jason.
I'm Katie.
We are the Board Game Mechanics, and keep gaming.
Keep gaming, everybody.